Thanks very much, Amanda. We want to bring in Jeff Dean and Richard Hornsby to talk about some analysis for a very eventful day. Now we know that the state has called its last witness in the case against Casey. First off, Jeff Dean, how effective was it to use Casey's Bella Vita tattoo as the final image, if you will, to leave with the jury?
Well, it's one last thing to remind the jury of. It's one last thing to stick in their mind. It's a graphic thing that's part of her body now to remind them of her behavior all the way through this, but specifically at the end. A couple of important points were brought out. One was that the fact that she's even getting a tattoo, unless it says something like, "I miss my daughter," is provocative. The other thing, Bob, is she made an appointment to get that tattoo. That says a lot about her state of mind, quite frankly, that she wasn't really even thinking about her daughter, that she would go in and make an appointment, go in, pick out letters and things like that. That's really speaks a lot to her state of mind at the time.
And Richard Hornsby, I think the defense made some good points today trying to point out the differences between that heart-shaped sticker that was found loose at the crime scene, talking about the shape, talking about the thickness. How effective do you think that was?
Well, it seems to me that they made their point, that these were old stickers, that there's no conclusive link between the heart, and I think that it'll come home when it's basically, you have someone who says they saw something and it suddenly disappeared when she went back to photograph it. So I don't think the jury, in the end of the day, is going to give the sticker evidence or the heart-shaped sticker issue a lot of weight in their determinations. I really don't think it's a strong point at all for the defense. If they got anything out of today, it might have been the issues with Cindy's hair and trying to exclude the hair as belonging to anybody but possibly Casey or Kaylee. That seemed to me to be the best of today. But today, in all, it seemed very scattershot to me. They're trying to tie up some loose ends. They didn't end on a strong note. And while I agree that getting a tattoo is bad news in general for Casey, the real issue is this: the tattoo can mean anything. It could mean, yes, an epitaph for Kaylee, or it could mean, you know, she's sad because she's missing.
All right, Richard Hornsby, Jeff Dean, thanks so much for your insight. So it sounds like it's going to be a short day here at the courthouse tomorrow, with the state just going through a few formalities before they rest their case. Then the defense is going to have a motion for what's called directed verdict, basically making their point that the state does not have the evidence to prove the charges for which Casey is indicted. So it looks like it's going to be a short day out here tomorrow. Reporting live from our courthouse studio, I'm Bob Keeling, WESH 2 News.
Count on WESH 2 for late-breaking coverage of Central Florida's